Hey everybody! Let me get my iPad set up here. It's not showing me as live yet. Let me just refresh that. There we go. Make sure my volume's off. Gotta watch a commercial on my channel before I can see myself. But I'm gonna go ahead and kind of get started here. Here we go. We can skip out of that. All right. So I just got my box of goodies from Brutus Monroe in the mail this morning. This is basically a bunch of their subscription items for January. So I've got the stamp of the month here. This is January's stamp of the month. It's this cute little chocolate box. It says "Be Mine." That's for January. This is one of their add-on stamps for, I believe it's the inspiration box. So that's butterfly heart. And this one you can buy, I believe, on your own or add it on to your subscription box. Hey Georgia, thanks for joining. I also have the stencil of the month, which is gorgeous. This really big heart full of other hearts, which I think I've been dying to get my hands on this. So it's called Lots of Love. I've also got the stamp set from the inspiration box. This is Love Bug, and it's so cute. Look at all those bugs, little pairs of bugs, and then I have an idea of how to use some of these leaves and different things. So I have an idea for today using this stamp set. I know the stencil is so fun. I can't wait to kind of create with it. I've been seeing the rest of the team create with that stencil, and I think it's really cute. I had just asked Heather to hold off on my box until I got back from Creativation, so it didn't get lost in the mail or anything. And then you always get, well, it used to be a charm, but I think they're doing pins now. So you get a little pin with your inspiration box, and it's this cute little ladybug, which really goes with this box. Hey Tracy, I'm doing well. How are you? Oh, thanks. I have an idea with this Love Bug stamp set. So with this pin, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab my lanyard that I got at Creativation, and I've got it full of pins here. So I'm going to go ahead and add my little bug right to this lanyard. I'm going to be getting a banner, like a big canvas banner to put all of my pins on, but for now, I'm just going to keep them on my little lanyard. And you can tell I was like totally pin crazy from Creativation. Everyone was giving out pins. So I'm all about collecting them now, which is really fun. Oh, I'm sorry. Your back is bothering me. Hopefully you can get some rest and help so it can kind of get some rest and kind of recover there. Anyway, what else was I going to say? Speaking of pins, I don't know if you guys caught me live last night, but I also have some extra pins from the show that I'm going to be giving out on my Instagram page. So if you haven't followed me on Instagram yet, go ahead and follow me because I'm going to be posting these soon. I'm trying to decide the right day to post it and how to put the requirements into my Instagram feed. But once I kind of sit down and think about it, get everything figured out, I'm going to be giving away some of these goodies. So I've got a little Misty pin here. I've got this pin from Paul Antonio that I'll be giving away, and a few Stamp Village pins, and a few other little random bits from Nuvo. These are little sample things they gave us. I'll give those away. And then I have 3 of these to give away. Aren't they so cute? This is a Hefty Doodle stamp set. It's the Bleep Boop exclusive, this little robot dog, which I think is really cute. And it comes with little coordinating dies. How cute is that? So these are all things I'm going to be giving away on my Instagram page. Just a little giveaway to say thanks to you guys for sticking with me. But anyway, let's get started with a card. Oh, good. You're on a heating pad. Keep that heating pad on. Get that back to normal. Hey, Lisa. So what I was thinking is I'm going to set a few of these things aside so I have some room. I'm also going to grab my simple blends, my circle one, because I want to make a wreath out of these little leaves. We'll see if I can pull it off. So I have some cardstock cut down, And I'm going to cut this down again. So it's quarter. Actually, I'm going to cut it at 5 1/4. And I'm going to trim off this side to make it by 4. So it's 4 by 5 1/4, which is a 1/4 inch on each side, smaller than a regular A2 size card. Because then I can just layer on top of a card base and it will look fantastic. So let me grab my Simple Blends, and I want to just use this to kind of create a guide for a circle. Now, since I already cut it down, it's a little bit shorter, but I'm just going to try to get it centered. And then I'm going to use a pencil and just draw a circle on there. Let me find a pencil. Grab my Heidi Swap pencil. Okay. I thought for a second that I had frozen, but I'm not. I'm just trying to pay attention to YouTube because it likes to kick me off. Anyway, so we're home now from Creativation. We're kind of settling in. I think everyone's still a little bit tired around here. And I believe I'm catching my kids' cold. So that's always fun. They've been kind of congested lately. Not fun, but at least we're home now. So let's see. Oh, sciatica pain is the worst. Oh man, I hope you feel better. Definitely keep a heat pad on there. Okay. So I'm going to be using these leaves and I'm just going to stamp them around. Just using, let me think. What do I want to do? I'm going to use my detail ink to stamp around, and then maybe I'll end up coloring them in with some of my Stylefile markers. Let's do that. I've been seeing all the rest of the team do such crazy amazing things with this inspiration box. So let's just see if I can kind of play catch up here and make a few things. I think these leaves are really fun. They have sort of like little bites taken off where the little bugs are like chewing on them. I'm just trying to figure out how to sort of nestle these together, make it look like a wreath. Hi, Diane. Thanks for joining. We are playing with the Brutus Monroe Love Bug stamp set today. Just got these in the mail today. Like I was saying, I asked Heather to hold off on my box until I got home because I really didn't want things to get lost in the mail, and I just smudged my paper. Do you guys see that? This little smudge here? I'm not worried though because I have this mono sand eraser, which if you are careful and lightly erase, it takes care of those smudges. I love it. Otherwise, if you don't have one of these and you smudge your paper, just go ahead and add some kind of embellishment over the top of it. Add some bling and nobody will know. Okay, let's see, where can I fit some of these small little leaves in? That's looking cute. Oh, those inversion tables? Yeah. They kind of feel weird when you're hanging upside down. I agree, Tracy. All right. So I'm just kind of working around, just building my little chewed up wreath here with these little leaves. Trying to fill in some of these areas that might need a little bit extra something. You're always smudging. Well, the erasers work really good, so it's definitely a tool to have if you're a smudger like I am. I always seem to get some ink on my fingers and then smudge it around. So as I'm building this, I'm kind of thinking, what if we do like a half wreath or something and then put a little bug down here. Those are cute little ones. I'm not sure. Let's see. I'm gonna stamp some more of these big ones. I'm just gonna keep going until I think it looks all right. Nothing precise. All right, and then maybe I'll add another one here. Maybe we'll go all the way around because I think that'll look cute. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add some more of the little ones. Hey, Linda. Thanks for joining. So glad you guys could all pop in. What is everybody up today? I'm like still playing catch up here. I have to remember what day it is. It feels like a Saturday because we're all home, but it's a Thursday, so it's really weird. It always kind of throws you off when you go for a big trip and then you get home and you're like, now what? We had to go get some groceries this morning because we had no food in the house. So that was fun. Just got to get back to everyday boring routine. Fit this. Oh no, it's pouring rain. It's kind of sunny and nice here today. Not trying to brag, but I have to say I enjoy it. But I'm told that when it starts raining around here, when it's the raining season, it just starts raining and it doesn't stop. Yes, it is better than snow. I definitely agree. I am not a fan of the snow. I mean, it looks pretty if it stays off the road, but I don't like driving in the snow. Not at all. Okay, so I'm kind of getting done with my little wreath here. Oh, is it cold and icy? I know some people in the Midwest were getting snow and ice and just really bad low temperatures. There we go. Oh, you can't find somebody to do your roof? That's a bummer. Is it the weather that they don't want to be out in the cold doing a roof or something? Hopefully you can find someone to get that fixed. Let me see. I don't know if I can fit a big one in here without really angling it. Maybe, maybe I'll do this little one here. I'm just gonna stamp this off on, that's actually kind of cute, a paper bag. Let's see, maybe I'll just fill in this little gap down here with a few of these little leaves. Ooh, everything's frozen. Ice is the worst. I mean, snow is a bother, but ice is dangerous. So definitely stay safe. I kind of smudged that one. Okay, so I think that's kind of my little wreath. It looks a little bit empty on this side, doesn't it? I'm going to put another little leaf right there. And yeah, I think that looks good. Let me see if I can wipe off my stamp. Let's see. Too cold. Yeah, the metal would be super slippery. Definitely be careful with that. And then, let's see, why don't I go ahead and color all of these leaves in using my Stylefile markers. Now this is going to be easy because I want them all to be green. So I'm going to be grabbing my green colors, maybe a little bit of yellow for some highlight, and then one darker shade of green. So we'll go ahead and blend those and see what that looks like. Wrong side. Okay. I'm going to start with a little bit of yellow on the tips. And I'm just going to do several of these at once and kind of work in little batches. So I hope you guys don't mind watching me color for a little while. Sometimes it's a little bit relaxing just to sit here and color for a bit. And then I'm going to grab my next lightest color. You're in Pennsylvania. So Pennsylvania's getting some icky snow, huh? Icky weather. We just got back from Phoenix and it was nice there, so. No rain at all. Last year it rained a little bit. This year we didn't have any. All right, let me color those little stems. Thanks, Tracy. Yeah, I find it really helps if you draw the circle first. I like doing that with my circle, what do you call them? Simple blends. And then go ahead and stamp around it. And then once you're done stamping, just fill in the blanks or, you know, any gaps you might have. And also remember, if you're gonna put something over your wreath, like another colored and stamped image or a sentiment or something, you can always kind of figure out how to hide some of your mistakes if you have any. But yeah, it's just kind of fun to do. And then I'm going to go ahead and get in closer with the camera. Let me see. I'm working with some limited. Does that help at all, maybe? Oops. There we go. Does that help? Linda, can you see a little bit better? I know I don't really have, I'm working with my iPhone and a cheap stand. Actually, Jess and I went to an Archon camera mount video class at Creativation, and now the Archon mount is on my wish list because you can do so much things with it. You can position it in a lot of different ways. Get closer, get farther away, and it holds your camera or your phone as well as a tablet. So I can have my camera and my tablet both in the same spot to see everyone when I'm going live. And I think it would just be a really fabulous and handy tool. So that's on my wish list to hopefully bring you guys better videos. So I have a lot of great ideas that I hope to kind of put into practice soon on my YouTube channel and on my Instagram. So one thing I was thinking of is I don't do any live videos on Instagram. Would anybody be interested in watching on Instagram, or do you guys usually just hang out here in YouTube? Most of the time I'm here on YouTube, so I don't really think too much about going over to Instagram. Hey, Sue. Thanks, Linda. I really feel like these Stylefile markers are really quite easy to use. I really love them. And actually, I did a few make and takes at Creativation using Copics. And after using these and then using Copics, it's probably just because I'm used to these, but the Copics felt a little bit strange because they're a little bit different shape. So I think, you know, after using these for so long, they're kind of like my number one choice because I'm just used to them now. Val, these markers are available. I know Brutus Monroe has them in store. I think they might be on Amazon as well, but I usually get mine from Brutus Monroe. They are cheaper than Copics, which is a plus, especially if you're not used to alcohol markers or, you know, alcohol ink, and you're kind of starting out like me. I didn't want to go ahead and buy like super expensive Copics when I don't really know how to use them. Like, let's be honest, I'm a self-taught stay-at-home mom using Copics, but I mean, once you get using them and kind of learn them a little bit, they're really fun. So great price point if you're starting out. All right, let's add a little bit more shading in there. So you guys like YouTube and Facebook, huh? For like live videos. That's kind of what I'm hearing here. Hopefully this isn't gonna like be super long to color with you guys. Hopefully you like hanging out and watching coloring. So I'm just adding a little bit of shading with my darkest color, and then I'm gonna go back in and grab my lighter colors and just blend that out. So these alcohol markers, obviously they have alcohol in them, and the lighter shades have a higher content of alcohol, and the darker shades have a lower content of alcohol. So your lighter shades are going to blend together a little bit better because the alcohol is really what helps move that color around. So I like to kind of add the darker ones and then go over it maybe once or twice with the lighter shades because that's going to help move that dark ink out and get you a better blend. So when you're using a colorless blender, it's actually alcohol, pretty much straight up alcohol in that one, and it's not so much blending it as it's moving that ink around. So if you go in and you like kind of color little dots or stripes, you're gonna see that color kind of move away from that area, and you can actually make some textures and some fun things using your colorless blender. Oh, let's see. Oh, I just found Brutus Monroe monthly kits today. Yay! Yeah, the monthly kits. Are you talking about the inspiration box? Because they're really fun. This stamp set is actually from their January inspiration box. I'm just really late getting it because I went to Creativation this year. And we just got back yesterday. So I'm finally able to color and use this stamp set. Now I didn't grab the whole box. I have the stamp set and some little pieces from the inspiration box, but they were really fun. They are jam-packed, full of crafty goodness. Let's see here. Now, if you want to follow somebody who is amazing with Copics and alcohol markers, she's on the team now, Luisana. She is amazing with her coloring, and she can draw, and she's just got like, you know, she's full of talent. So check her out too, because she's always got some great coloring going on. All right, so I really just like to build up those layers of color on my images. Get a little bit of contrast going. You know what would have been really cute is to stamp these leaves in a heart shape. That would have been cute. Maybe next time. Did you get the butterfly heart? Butterfly heart. Like this guy, this is the add-on stamp. Is that what it's called? Yeah, butterfly heart. I've got that one too. And I also got the stamp of the month and the stencil, which I'm also dying to try out. I don't know if I'm going to use the stencil on today's project. I'm just going to keep this kind of like, you know, love bugs. But I have ideas with that stencil, so keep watching. A lot of times I'll mostly post on Instagram my photos, and then over here on YouTube I'll go live with you guys and do some edited videos. Edited videos take a lot of time though, so a lot of time I end up going live or something and then posting the finished product over on my Instagram. Hey Heidi, how are you doing? I'm doing okay. We just got home yesterday. I'm a little tired and I think I'm picking up the kids cold, but they're napping and I get some craft time, so it's all good. All right, let's see. Let's keep going. I think it's looking really cute. What do you guys think? I'm loving that green wreath. Okay. Yeah, it was a long trip. We're all kind of tired, but it was good. The kids did really great on the drive. It was like 14 hours, but they were fantastic. And we do have a DVD player for them, but we honestly only watched a few movies. They did really good. I try to hold out on the movies as long as possible because I don't like them just sitting there watching TV the whole trip, you know. But they did really good. And then we all slept in the same room. Usually we try to get a hotel room that's got the two separate, like a bedroom and then a living room kind of thing, but that just wasn't an option on this trip. So we're like, oh boy, are they gonna fall asleep if we're all in the same room? But they did, and they did really good. So it was actually a really great trip. Yes, Louisiana is a fabulous artist. Is that who you're talking about, Linda? I'm trying to catch up on all the comments. Yep. She is amazing. We're so excited to have her on the team because she's been doing some really fun stuff with all the Brutus Monroe goodies. Got those little stems there. I actually kind of really like some of that yellow peeking out on the top of these leaves. So I'm going to try to keep a little bit more of that yellow showing. Aren't those new Unity stamps amazing? Oh my goodness. I want the floral one. I'm not even going to lie. That one's like top of my list. Gorgeous. And it's funny because I was in a class at Creativation when they went live and released those. And then once I got out of class, people were like, oh, did you see the new Unity stamps? And I'm like, what? So I kind of quickly skimmed through the replay of the live. I couldn't really watch the whole thing because I was working with really bad internet hotel internet. And otherwise, if I wasn't using the hotel internet, I was using up my data. So I wasn't able to watch the whole thing, but I did see all of the stamps and they're amazing. They're all really beautiful. But I definitely want that floral one. Definitely. Okay. So that's another reason why I was not able to get you guys a whole lot of live videos from Creativation. Because one, it was just super crazy. So much going on, so many people to talk to, which was really fun. And then two, their internet there was so bad. So I couldn't really connect to their wireless. And so if I was going to do live videos, I was using up all of my data. So it was kind of like a no-win situation. And maybe next year I can be a little bit more prepared. I know Jess had her wireless hotspot that really helped. So maybe I need to look into that a little bit more. But took a lot of pictures and I met some people, which was really exciting. I'm just kind of trying to blend out these colors. Christopher reminded about that technique. Oh, the Joseph's coat technique? Is that what you're talking about, Heidi? I honestly had never seen that technique before, but it's amazing. So cool. So I'm going to have to try that one too. Definitely post. If any of you are in the Brutus Monroe fan club Facebook group, definitely post your creations there because we love to see what you guys are doing. Okay. So that's kind of all colored. I think you guys want a closer look. There is our little wreath, all colored. Let's see. And then I want to make sure that this is dry. So let me put my markers back. Dry. And I was thinking, I don't know, this might be a really, I mean, this pink is gorgeous, but I don't know if it's going to go with my leaves. So what I was thinking is I could also stamp some hearts around my leaf and then emboss them. So I don't know, should I emboss them in, I want to say gold because I do gold for everything. But is there another color you guys can think of that you want them? Should we emboss them in? I mean, I have fairy dust. That's just sparkles. That would be kind of pretty. Little sparkly hearts. Otherwise, I've got my Gilded. Thanks, Diane. I love building wreaths. I love the fall wreaths and everything, but ooh, emerald. Let's see if we got the emerald. I mean, I do have the emerald. That would be pretty. It would kind of maybe blend in a little bit, but it's got some gold on there. Hey, Jess. Glad you popped in. Yeah. Basically all I did was just stamp out the leaves around a circle that I traced with my simple blends. Yeah, I just used the circle simple blends to make a circle, and then I stamped around it with the leaves. Colored it in. Super simple. So let's see. I gotta move all my stuff here. I need a bigger desk. Let me just hit this with my heat tool and make sure it's dry. There we go. And then I'll grab my embossing bag and just kind of emboss it out. Yeah, how's your little guy doing, Jess? Is he feeling any better? Did you guys get any sleep last night? Yeah, they're definitely worse at night. I think it's because like when they're laying down and they just get that congestion just sticks in there. Oh, it's rough to try to sleep. Hopefully y'all can get some rest today. So I'm gonna grab my embossing ink and let me see if I can open this window a little bit more. See if we can get some more light in here. Hopefully that helps. All right, let me just kind of add some random hearts around here. I'm also going to fill in some of these spaces with smaller hearts too. Okay, first I'm going to go ahead and emboss that one. Let me grab a piece of scratch paper, catch all of that extra powder, and sprinkle on some emerald. Let me just check up on my comments here. Yeah, I know, it is hard when they're sick because it's like you don't know what to do to help them other than just give them cuddles and take it easy. Let's see. Put a little bit more on that one. Okay, and then I'll put the extra in the jar. And then maybe the smaller hearts that we're gonna stamp on, maybe I could do those in gold. So I'll have the emerald hearts and the gold hearts. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jess. That's so rough. Hopefully you guys can get some rest today. Are those embossed hearts, green with a touch of gold. And then let's go ahead and emboss some more little hearts and kind of balance out this wreath a little bit. Let me see, here's a tiny one. This one has little shiny things on it too, so we'll see how that works. Okay, here's my embossing ink. add some little hearts here and there. Try to balance out this wreath. Ooh, and you know what we can do? As long as we're just adding a ton of stuff to our wreath, I can also, at the end, add on sequins around the wreath too, because that would be cute. So I'll have to find some sequins to put on there. All right, now grab our paper again. Move this to the side. I do not have enough space on my desk. Oh. Thanks, Jess. I can't wait to see the card finished too, because I'm kind of just making this up as I go. But I think we're going to color some of those love bugs and stick them on here with one of the sentiments. Okay, that looks pretty good. Got a lot of hearts going on down here. Maybe I'll have to add some more on the top. Try to balance it out. All right. I always have to put the top on my embossing powder because it's not fun when you turn on your heat gun and you blow your embossing powder all over the place. I am talking from experience because that has happened before. So I'm just kind of brushing away some of this extra powder. Okay, so I get a nice clean embossed image. Bye, Lisa. Thank you for joining. There we go. Ooh, I'm really liking it. I am liking those gold little hearts. I feel like I need a few more up here and maybe one over here. So let's stamp like several more. And then we'll also fill in, oh, you just did that with a penny embossing powder. Ah, I know. It's kind of like after you do it, you're like, really? I should have known. But, fun times. Okay, and then I think I'm going to put one right here. And then fill in that wreath. It's kind of looking, do you guys think it's looking too, what's the word? Too, what's that holiday? St. Patrick's Day? With all the green and the gold? Oh no, knock the whole thing off your desk. Haven't done that one yet, but I have spilt some aqua pigment all over the place. And then, but you can suck it back up with those little eyedroppers. It works. Talking from experience here. Rushing to finish a birthday card. That last minute rush because you forgot somebody's birthday and then you're trying to make them a card real quick. I know how that goes too. Speaking of, I need to send out some birthday cards because I've got some birthdays coming out. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, and guys, while you're here, I just want to brag on my niece a little bit because she is so cute. Look at, she sent me this little, I had some Happy Mail in my mailbox when we got home yesterday. She sent me this little TARDIS that she made. She's 10 and she loves the art and everything. So I was like, yay, so excited to get this. I just wanted to show you guys. I love getting Happy Mail. Anyway, let's get back to the wreath. I just thought it was super cute. Okay, anyway, where's my stamp set? Here it is. I'm going to put this little stamp back here on my wreath. And I was thinking we could put some of these bugs or something like in the middle of this wreath, like down here maybe. Which ones should we use? I think these bees look kind of cute. Now I'm thinking about stamping them and then coloring them. and then fussy cutting them. Didn't she do a great job, Heidi? I think she did a fantastic job with that TARDIS. It could be a Valentine's card for an Irish lady. Hint, hint. Are you Irish, Diane? Let's see. I kind of like this mushroom because that would be an easy one to fussy cut. So let's do that one. And does this fit on my little block? Kind of just fits. You know what? No. I think I'm going to stamp this with my Misty because I want a nice dark stamped impression. So I'm going to grab my Misty. Very Irish. That's cute. I think my mom and my dad did one of those DNA test things, and it came out that I think we had like few percent of like Scots Irish in our family or something. So maybe that explains where my son got his red hair. Maybe that's it, because we did not expect a redhead with my son, but he is very red. He is very sleeping right now because they're both really tired. So tired from the trip, and they both have colds. All right. So I love, love, love my Misty. Being able to stamp out an image several times to make sure it looks nice and crisp. Definitely worth it. Okay, put the lid there on my, okay, and I can't leave this in here or I will forget about it and I'll drive myself mad looking for that one stamp that's missing, so I better put it away right now. Okay, and then I'm gonna hit this with my heat tool just to make sure it dries. Both your kiddos had red hair until they were 1, and then it became blonde. That's so cool. Hayden was like red hair day 1, and then he still got the same shade of hair. Like it's never changed. It's still like super red. My daughter has darker hair, darker eyelashes, so I think she's gonna get brown hair like me and her dad. But so far, Hayden is still a redhead. Still very much red. Okay. Now I'm going to add some more shading. Yeah, Jess knows. She saw him. He's definitely a redhead. Add some shading around here. Okay. Maybe I'll add a little shading just around there too. And then do I have I need more browns in my collection, I think. Because I have these 2 browns that kind of go together well, and then the other browns that I have are really dark. So I need some more of these sort of mid-tone darks, mid-tone browns. All right, I'm gonna blend those out with my lightest color. And then I have to think about what color to make my mushroom, because these are supposed to be red, and then my mushroom should be red, right? So I don't want it to be too much red and have them all blend together. So I wonder if there's a different color I can make my little mushroom. Okay. Let's see. Aw, he's got a little bit of red highlight in his hair. That's cute. Yeah, you know what? We're still like shocked by his red hair. We never expected to have one of our kids be redheaded. So it's just so funny how genetics work and how it just like kind of pops out with when you don't expect it. So I'm gonna make this little mushroom red. And just kind of shade that in. And then I'm actually going to take some reddish brown as my darkest color and add a little bit of that to my red mushroom down here too, because I've learned that this reddish brown is a great shadow color when I'm making coloring with my reds. And then I can just blend it out with my lighter colors. There we go. Yeah, it's got to be those recessive genes, because I mean we both have it on our side in our families, but it's like way back in the family tree. So it was definitely surprising when we had a little redhead boy. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna color the ladybugs red because they just have to be red. And then what color do we make our little mushroom? Do we go ahead and color that red too, or is that gonna be too much red? Like, I don't want it all to blend together, you know? Do I make it a green mushroom? Like, you know, are the green mushrooms that one extra life on Mario? Or do I have it mixed up? Oh, that's interesting. It is interesting what the eyes too, because I think brown eyes are supposed to be the dominant gene. So technically, my kids probably should have brown eyes, but they have blue. So we both must have, well, I have blue eyes. So my husband must have like a recessive brown eye gene, maybe? And then they got brown eye. Oh, they both got blue eyes. So interesting. Yeah, the green ones are the level up, or not level up, one extra life. So maybe we should just make our mushroom green, like our Mario ones. There we go. I think a green mushroom would look cute. It is so weird to think of how those genetics work, Jess. Okay, so let me grab my greens. I'm gonna use the same colors that I kind of used for my wreath. Maybe. So I'm gonna grab my yellow, put down a layer of yellow. I want to leave my spots here white, so I'm just gonna color around those. So my highlight is gonna be kind of like on that side. So I'm gonna put my yellow there. The Sizzix sticky grid sheets. I haven't tried those yet, Heidi. I don't know if I've even seen those. Is it like a grid sheet that you can run through your Sizzix and it's sticky so it holds your dies? Because that would be really kind of great, because I always hate having to tape them down. Oh, that would be awesome. Maybe I should check into that. Speaking of, I have a gift card that I need to use, and I've been shopping through some different, you know, craft places, and I just can't decide what to use it on. So do you guys have any recommendations of like stamps or things that I should get with my gift card? Oh, you heard Alexandra talking about the Sizzix sheets, Jess? Were they at Creativation? Because I totally missed them if they were. Now that I'm looking back on all the social media, I'm realizing I kind of totally missed a lot of things. Crazy. Oh, they come in large sheets and you can cut them down. This is interesting. I'm going to have to go look this up. Because I have my Sizzix and I have my, whatchamacallit, my Platinum 6 from Spellbinders. But I think a sticky sheet would be really a great tool. Okay, now I'm going to blend all of this out with my lightest green. You use a little piece to hold your cardstock down for blending. Oh, that's a good idea. All these good ideas. Sorry guys, I'm a little quiet because now I'm trying to concentrate on coloring around all these spots. Okay, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and color over this yellow. There we go. Cute, cute green mushroom. And now one of my favorite things to do with Copic coloring is take a white gel pen and add some highlights here and there. So I'm going to just highlight this little mushroom, maybe add some little spots down here. Gives it a little texture. So I'm going to add some spots on the big one too. Under here. Let's see. Maybe add a little bit of a highlight to our ladybugs. There we go. That's looking cute. Maybe a little highlight right here where the sun is shining on our extra life mushroom. That is a good tip. Now I really want to look into those adhesive sheets. I'm also going to be adding some highlights to our leaves. Kind of just make them pop a little. No really rhyme or reason, just kind of adding some cuteness. I just think the white kind of helps the images pop a little bit, stand out. Watch the Tim Holtz Christmas hacks for sticky grids. I will definitely do that. Speaking of Tim Holtz, I think I may have photobombed him at this show. It was kind of really random. So I was demoing in the tonic booth, and Jess was there too. They had two stations and we were both at one. And Tim Holtz came along and he was doing a live video in the tonic booth because he's got some new stuff, some scissors and things with them. And so he came along, he did a live video, which my shoulder is in one of his videos. He didn't get me, but he got my shoulder, which I thought was funny. Anyway. And then after they were done doing his little thing, they all got into a big group photo right in front of my demo station. So I was like standing there like, do I move? Like, what do I do? So yeah, it was really random, Jess. And so I was just kind of standing there like, okay, I'm just going to act normal, not do anything. And they took a photo. And then the next photo, they're like, okay, let's put on our crazy faces. So I'm like, okay, so this is a crazy one. So I kind of just looked at the camera and like smiled really big. So I don't know if I'm in like the background of one of Tim Holtz's photos, but if anyone sees that photo anywhere online, let me know because I would be dying to see that photo if I'm like randomly in the background of some Tim Holtz group photo. But yeah, it was really random. I'm like, what do I do? Do I like crawl under my demo table or what? But it was really kind of funny. All the fun random things that happen at Creativation. Too fun. Okay. So I think that's going to look super cute right there. I know, it's starting to look too much like a St. Patrick's Day card with all the green and the gold. But I think it's super cute. I mean, it's the bug theme, right? So it goes kind of, maybe, hopefully. I have to figure out what I want to do for a sentiment. I could put Happy Valentine's Day because I really love this writing. Or you are beautiful. We are the perfect pair. Love. I like that, you know, little definition thing. Oh, let's see. What should I do? What should I do? You make my heart flutter. That looks kind of cute there. I want to pop this up on some foam adhesive. So that's going to be a little bit popped up. Let's see. And then what else can I do? It's got a lot of coloring involved. I'm trying to think if oh, well, I'm going to add some sequins at the end. So there's some bling. So I'll add this guy, and then I want to maybe stamp some more little, should I stamp some more hearts, or is that a little overkill? Definitely don't want to overkill it. Okay. I kind of like this. You make my heart flutter. Does that work with the ladybugs? Or should I just do Happy Valentine's Day? I kind of really like that sentiment. Maybe I should put it like down here. They do fly, right? So I think maybe I'll go with that one. Because I think it fits inside of this wreath really well. I mean, I think I'm going to have to emboss it. Because I'm stamping over embossed hearts already. Yeah, ladybugs fly, so it's totally cool. And then I don't want to cover up the sentiment too much, but that kind of fits right there. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. I'll use my Misty so I can get the placement right. Maybe I just overthink my cards. Think about it too much. Okay. It's just paper, right? I mean, basically, if you take a card and you fold it, you take a piece of paper, fold it in half, you have a card. I mean, that's basically card making 101 right there. Maybe I'll put it up a little bit more. Here we go. Something behind it? Good idea. What could we put behind it? Like pop it up, and then we'll think of something. Maybe some more bugs or something. Okay, so let me just pick that up. I kind of really want the sentiment to be nice and black. So why don't I take, here's something that I like to do when I want a nice crisp sentiment. I'm going to take my VersaFine Black Onyx ink and my Icicle embossing powder. And I know I have the Raven embossing ink, embossing powder, sorry, which is a nice black powder, but I really like this really crisp, black ink. It's a pigment ink, so it takes a while to dry, so you can stamp and then sprinkle on your embossing powder over the top of it before it dries, and then you have that really nice dark sentiment, but it's shiny because you have Icicle on top. So let's do that. Because I mean, y'all know I like my gold, but I've already got gold going on with all of these hearts in the background. So let's just make this sentiment black so it stands out a little bit more. Hey, Belinda. Aw. Well, I'm glad you could join in. I mean, the replay will always be there if you want to go back and watch how we did our little wreath. Basically, I just drew a circle using the Simple Blends, the circle one, and then just stamped my little leaves all around it. So now it's like a nice crisp black sentiment, but it's a little bit shiny. And one thing I like about the Icicle is if you get a little bit sticking where it's not supposed to go, you can't really see it anyway. So it looks like a really crisp embossed sentiment. So that's one of the reasons I really like stamping with black and then embossing with clear instead of doing, you know, black embossing powder, which is fantastic as well. To stamp. Belinda, the stamps I'm using are these stamps. This is the Love Bug set from Brutus Monroe's January inspiration box. So I used this stamp and this stamp, the two little leaves, and I stamped them around in a circle, and then we colored them and we embossed some more little hearts around them to play with our little love bugs here. So then I colored my little mushroom and ladybugs, and we're gonna adhere them down here. And just was thinking I should put something behind them, maybe some more leaves or something sticking out. But I think before I do that, I'm gonna fold my paper and adhere this onto my card base. Oh, thanks, Linda. Oh yeah, you definitely should post it, Belinda. Go ahead and post it in that Brutus Monroe inspiration group so we can all see. Or just tag us on Instagram. Where is my scoreboard? Aha, there it is. You leave your craft room for a week and then you don't know where things went. All right, so I'm gonna score my card base at 5.5. Make sure it's nice and increased. And then go ahead and fold it down. I'm really excited I got this bone folder from Tonic because I've just been working with that flimsy one that comes with the Martha Stewart scoreboard. It's a great scoreboard, but the bone folder that comes with it is really kind of flimsy. So really excited that they gave me that bone folder to take home. I was like, yes, please, I'll take one. One of the guys just like grabbed it off the wall and gave it to me, and I'm like, thank you. All right, so I'm putting some foam adhesive on the back here. I want to pop it up off of my card base. Now, I know this Brutus Monroe foam tape is super sticky, which is great because then it holds your shaker cards and things together, but it can be a little bit of a pain to get the backer off. So I'll just show you what I do to get the backing paper off really easily. So I like to cut mine with some non-stick scissors. I like to just like snip it really fast. Kind of helps that tape pop off. And then I take my pokey tool. So just take this little sharp edge. Now this tape, it tends to like to stretch. So if you get it stretching, it's gonna really try to hold on. But if you kind of just gently lift up the backing paper, and if you can see where it's starting to come away, you can really just kind of peel it back and it comes off really easy. So I just kind of like to lift up that paper. And once I see it coming away, just try to grab the paper and not the foam and just peel it off. So, I mean, it takes a little bit getting used to. It is a little bit harder to get off than my other foam adhesive, but I love the thickness for popping up card fronts. See, now this one doesn't want to come off because it's kind of stretching that foam with it. So if I can get that backing away from the foam, ta-da, then it will come off. So, a little tricky, but once you get a feel for it, it's not too bad. I think where I get hung up is when I accidentally start pulling up the foam with the paper, and then it's never going to come off because it's so super sticky. So you really just want to kind of get that paper up. I know, right, Belinda? I'm like, I am not using a craft blade because I'm totally gonna cut myself. I'm in the same boat. Yeah, no, I don't need any injuries here. Not today. So I want to make sure that that is kind of centered. Make sure it's nice and adhered down. And so we have our card front adhered down to our base. And then let's take some of my other foam tape. So this one is not as thick, which I like for adding my embellishments because I already have so much thickness on the card base itself. I don't want it to be too thick if I'm going to send it through the mail. So I'm just going to cut little pieces and layer them on here. And then go ahead and stick this down. You know what we could do? I like it kind of off to this side. I think that looks kind of cute. Maybe right there. And then, let's see. I really need some gold sequins. Do you guys know where I could get some gold sequins? Because I don't really have any gold ones. So I definitely want to add some sequins all around there. Let's see, which ones should I use? Sequins. Get some of these big ones. The Lucky You box? Daniel, does those have gold sequins? I didn't get the Lucky You box. I'll have to go check that out. I didn't get that one. That one's a little pink. I don't know if I want pink on my card. Let me see what I have here. Oh, I've got some of these gold hearts, but I already have gold hearts on there. Dilemmas. Okay, let me just sprinkle some out here. Some of these are looking kind of pink, and I don't know if I want pink on my card. So let me go. I have some tonic ones. You know what? I do have some drops that are gold, but I am really bad at using them. I make a mess every time I do, so I need a little bit more practice. So if I know if I put any of those on here, I'm just totally gonna ruin the whole thing. Yeah, hi Daniel. I don't know if I ever said hi. How are you doing? Oh, thank you. I saw the leaves and I thought I just need to make a wreath. I mean, I totally wanted to go all, you know, Valentine's Day with all the pinks and everything. But you guys have been doing such a fantastic job doing that. I thought maybe I'd try something a little bit different. Now it looks too much like St. Patrick's Day, maybe, but oh well. I'm just going to sprinkle some of these little sequins all around my wreath because we want a nice full wreath full of sparkle and shine. And that's too many. To weed out the sequins. Okay. So let's see, I think I need another one right here. Perfect. I love it. Okay. I know, right? I am obsessed with wreaths. So anytime I can build a wreath, I do because I think they're just really fun. good idea, Heidi. Just test out how it looks before you add it. That's a fantastic idea. See, this is why I like being live with you guys, because I learned something from you. Okay, I'm going to use my Brutus Monroe craft glue, squirt a little bit out, and it dries clear, so once it's dry, you're not going to see it behind these clear sequins. So I am not worried. As you can see a little bit of the glue. I'm glad the kids are taking a long nap today, because this card has actually taken me kind of a while. All that coloring. You know what else I need to do is I need to brush on some sparkle on our little ladybugs. They need to shimmer. Because if you're going to go all out, right? You bought 3 big bottles of drops or of glue? Because either one would be really fun. Let's see here. I'm going to put this one here of the glue. Good. I love my glue. I just kind of keep refilling this one with my big bottle so I can keep using that fine tip, which is perfect for tiny die cuts and for sequins. Oh, thanks, Linda. I'm actually really liking it too. Erin, this glue is the Brutus Monroe craft glue. So you can buy it in a small size and you can buy it in a big bottle. So, right, if you think you've added too much, just add a little more. I agree with that because I love my sparkle and my glitter and all things shiny. So I had fun working in the tonic booth because they had all the shine in that booth. They had new bling, they had new shimmer sprays and glitter paste and all kinds of fun stuff. And my phone was covered in glitter. My hands were covered in glitter. So basically everyone I shook hands with or gave a hug to, they were covered in glitter, but it's a craft show. So that's, you know, that's one of the hazards going to a craft show is, you know, there's just going to be glitter all over the place. All right. So I've got all my sequins on there. I really like this card. Oh, thanks. Here, Daniel added a link to the glue if anyone is interested. But Linda, I got the top of this bottle. It was at a little local craft store in Texas. And I actually bought the wrong size for what I wanted it for. I wanted it for my glossy accents, which I ended up just buying a bottle. And I refilled this bottle with my glossy accents because it didn't fit on the glossy accents bottle. It was too small, but it fits on these small little half-ounce glue bottles. So if you go and you look, you should know, first of all, try to make note of what size your bottle is because the tops will say if they're like for a half-ounce bottle or something. So this one actually says it's for a half-ounce bottle. So yeah. If it's on this one. Oh, you're in Texas? The craft store I went to was in Wichita Falls, Texas. So, and I can't remember the name, but it's in Wichita Falls. That's the one I went to. Yep. Yes, Erin, these are stamped leaves. So, my simple blends are around here somewhere. I don't know where I put them. When I started crafting, everything just disappeared. But I have simple blends from Brutus Monroe. They basically look like this. But this is the square one, but I used the circle one to kind of help me draw with a pencil a circle on my card. And then we used the stamps, this one and this one from the stamp set, these 2 little leaves. And I just stamped in the stamps and then we colored it. And then we embossed some hearts and we added some sequins. And I really love it. I think it's really fun. Okay, and then Daniel just dropped another link there. So Really cool. They do have beautiful products. Ooh, I don't know if I saw Gina K's glitz. I know I saw her, whatchamacallit, her new wreath builder, which is like the humongo one that you can use for home decor, and I think that's really fun. I think you kind of need like one of the big misties for that though, and I don't have one. Yeah, definitely check out Amazon. Oh, yes, I need to shimmer the ladybugs. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Totally forgot. Okay, so where is my Wink of Stella? That's my silver. I don't want that. Here's my clear. Shimmer the ladybugs. Okay. Oh, you're in a town called Goliad? I've never heard of that one. I've been around Dallas, Austin, and what do you call it? Wichita Falls. That's where I've been in Texas. Shimmer, shimmer. Shimmer the ladybugs. Thank you for reminding me, because I totally would have just forgot about that. I just want to shimmer their little shells. I'm going to add some more, because we can never have too much shimmer. And I'm going to shimmer this little mushroom down here. Cute. Okay, I don't know if you can see the shimmer, but it's really cute. Anyway, so I think that's the card. I think I need to stop before I totally ruin it, because sometimes I keep going and then I just, go a little too far and then it's done. So I think I'm going to call it quits right now. But I love this stamp set. I mean, it's kind of not a traditional Valentine's card. I think it kind of turned out looking a little more St. Patrick's Day. But hey, it shows how you can get some St. Patrick's Day use out of the love bug stamp. Thanks, Jess. Oh, cool. You used to do it with your grandma. That's so sweet. Ooh, Scrabble frames. That would be really cool to see. That's awesome. All right. Well, guys, I think that's all I have for today. I know it does really look like spring. Maybe I'm just ready for spring. How do you put the little subscribe thing on the screen? Do I have a subscribe thing on my screen? Is it my little picture down in the bottom, maybe? I don't know. I think I did that a while ago and I forgot how. Because they changed the creator station. Yeah, they changed the editing thing, so I don't know where anything is anymore, Jess. I have to go in there and relearn where everything is. But I know I did that way back when I started my YouTube because I had a friend that helped me navigate, and she showed me how to do that. So I'm going to have to go back and look at that again. And I really need to update that picture because that's a little picture anyway. Anyway, yeah, it is kind of cool. So I think that's the card for today, guys. I don't have anything else except don't forget I am going to be doing a giveaway on my Instagram channel with some of my creativation goodies. So I have my little bag here of pins and cute little stamp sets. So definitely go check out my Instagram channel if you haven't already, because I want to give this away to some of my followers. And here's my Instagram name, Marie_Nicole_H. So go check that out because I'm getting close to 1,000 and I'm going to be giving these guys away. And I think when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I want to do a big giveaway, something exciting. I haven't quite decided what yet, but I definitely want to give something back to all of you. So go check that out. Thanks, Diane. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to sign off and see if I need to go do more laundry because we had tons when we got home. But thanks for joining me, and I will see you guys next time. Maybe I'll see you guys tonight if Christopher goes live and I can pop in. Otherwise, have a great night, and hopefully your little guy feels better, Jess. I know colds are no fun. Oh, you know what? I know Erin Reed, and she's amazing. So I'm going to go have to look at what she posted about USO. I've been watching her channel because she came over to Tonic while I was demoing, and she videoed me for her channel demoing this stuff. So I've been watching and seeing if she's going to post that video and just see how big of an idiot I look like. But anyway, yeah, moving on. Have a great day, guys, and I will see you guys later. Bye.